featuring Professor Ken and Reek in the Lion's Den.
Once again, we at the Lion's Den. None other than Professor Ken. What's going on with you, Ken?
Hey man, just trying to school these guys, man. I'm a literary agent now, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to, integrate a platform where people who sign to my agency, they can use blockchain technology as well as NFT technology, so we can not only sell books, but we can also sell their other products too.
Okay. Now roll into the blockchain. It might be some brothers on here that ain't versed in it. Kind of step them up and get them caught up to what the blockchain is.
Blockchain technology is a new technology which allows the artist to get all his money, as opposed to before you had these different entities. You had ASCAP, BMI, you had these other performance rights organizations, and basically by the time the money get to you, it was sliced and diced. You know what I'm saying? You look at the streaming companies, a lot of streaming companies say their biggest problem is they don't know who to pay. Or maybe it might be is they might say they don't know who to pay, but they really know how to pay. But there's no way to track the money. So if you went platinum 10 years ago, when the music industry was basically fueled by CDs and cassette tapes, if you sold a platinum record, you would make about $46,000. But if you get streamed 1 million streams, you might receive roughly about $1,000. But with the blockchain technology, it decentralizes the entire system. So when you put music up and somebody buy the music, the money goes directly to you, as opposed to the record label or the performance rights organization. Say for instance, if Lil Jon made the beat and I wrote the song, then Lil Jon money go to him, my money go through me, and that's through blockchain. Blockchain technology simply is whenever you create something, it creates a blockchain, and this blockchain communicates throughout the system, the blockchain technology, to millions and millions of other blockchain, and says that this person has registered music, this person has did this and they did that, and it's kind of pretty much backed by Bitcoin or library coins. So that way, that's how you purchase, a song. Like say for instance, if I put a song up and the song did 1 million streams, well, what would happen is that the blockchain technology was identify me, the intellectual property owner, and then it would identify the people who actually purchase or listen to the music, and then they would send me all of my money, and this is where technology is going. Alibaba, Jack Ma, they practice that. Like, give example, with Alibaba, say for instance, if you want to, you had your own Kanye West shoes. Say you was Kanye West, you created the Kanye West tennis shoe. But what Alibaba would do, it would allow Kanye to communicate with manufacturers throughout the world. And then he would be able to electronically pick the manufacturer that he wanted to produce his new Kanye shoes. And through that, they would probably operate through blockchain. So what the blockchain would do, the blockchain would tell the manufacturer, Kanye give you the right to make the money, but we're going to put the money in escrow. So Kanye would have to put $50 million in escrow, and then the manufacturer never get the money until the money actually to the shoe is actually satisfied or set aside, or approved through Kanye West.
Right.
And that's the same thing with anything you do, any type of merchandising. So it's a lot of uncertainties in the market. That's why we got banks. That's why we got corporations and we got government. And what they do is they kind of help us with our uncertainties, because we don't know when we put our money or our credit card on the internet, we don't know if someone else is going to take our credit card and just run with our money. But because of banks, and centralized e-commerce, we believe that the bank is going to transfer the money to the proper places, and that the government is going to regulate, make sure that don't nobody steal your money, and that corporations is going to be trusted entities that we use in order to purchase our goods and services, such as Amazon, Alibaba, and so on and so forth. So, you know what I'm saying? With that type of uncertainty, when you get, like I said, the Kanye West example, when you get Kanye West, he goes to Alibaba, and Alibaba got a big chain technology, then that allows Kanye West to put that big chain technology or blockchain, that block technology, out there, and he'll be able to communicate with his so-called manufacturers. Now, it's another technology that is out that I want to wake brothers up to. It's called NFC, Near Field Communication. And basically with this technology, what happens is, say for instance, if you got a hat on, Rick, I can walk up to you with my phone. You got NFC in your phone. You don't need Wi-Fi to use it, or you don't need nothing to use it. It's just in your phone, and it has the same functionality as a Bluetooth. Okay. But I can take NFC technology, and I can hit a NFC. Excuse me, not UFC, NFC tag that's on your hat, and it would tell me everything about the hat, where to buy the hat, is the hat authentic, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So, say for example, if you look at it from this perspective, look at it like Google. When you type it in Google, Google give you all related information to whatever search box. Okay, well, with NFC, if you walk up to some jeans on, all you got to do is put the NFC, your NFC technology, and scan it. Rock Revive, whether they were Levi's, where the company come from, where the person bought the thing. And so just imagine you as an artist, an artist meaning that somebody who actually had your own is doing. We're creating platforms for the people who want to join our platform so they can put their entire catalog, music and everything on this NFC. And so what happens is somebody can walk into a club and they can see your shirt. All they got to do is use the NFC technology, take their iPhone, turn on the NFC button, put that NFC, put the phone next to that NFC tag that you put on your shirt, and it'll tell everything about you, so people be able to collect your music and so on and so forth. You see Reebok doing it now because there's so much bootlegging. So now, when you go to a store and they say they got Nikes, you take the NFC technology on your phone, you put that code to the tag, the NFC tag, and then they tell you if they bootleg, what manufacturer they made them and everything. And this is good for artists because, that way, you don't have to be all over the place with your merch. You ain't got to be on this website and that website. Everything will link directly to you. We'll build you a platform with a link right to you. And with the blockchain technology, what makes that so sophisticated is that can't nobody cheat it. Because as you upload your music and as people buy your music, it's creating a blockchain. So a blockchain is millions and millions of blockchains that communicate simultaneously with each other through a decentralized computer. And what that does is it allows, you to communicate and you to do business safely with no uncertainties, with the consumer and the retailer, because it's hard to hack, because you have to hack each blockchain. So that means if you send a blockchain, saying that I got this album out, and then somebody else in the blockchain saying they want to buy the album, okay, all the other information related to that, what'll happen is, that person, who try to hack your blockchain, they will also have to hack the other blockchain in order to disrupt, your e-commerce. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's very intellectual. And another good thing about it, like music, most people who do music, they do it through performance rights organization. You know what I mean? They have to go to ASCAP. They got to go to BMI. And all these companies, they take money from your your publishing. So everybody's snagging money out, and they're slicing and dicing. By the time it get to you, and you're only getting it every quarterly, every 4 months, you're getting pennies. Right. But with the blockchain technology, you can upload your music and you can put it on a platform. And what will happen is that blockchain will tell you exactly how much ownership that you have of that music, how much ownership do Dr. Dre, the producer, have of that music. And then that way, everybody get paid simultaneously in real time through Bitcoin or through library coins, which is a form of cryptocurrency. Everybody got Cash App. Know that you see Bitcoin on your on your profile in Cash App. Right. So people know that you can actually purchase Bitcoin through Cash App. Right. But what that Bitcoin is that's crypto technology. It's cryptology. You know what I'm saying? It's cryptocurrency. Right. So that's how they get paid. Now, give you another example. Okay, like I said, if you was to get the money from, if you went platinum, you sold 1 million albums, hypothetically speaking, and say 10 years ago, you would get about 46,000, from selling 1 million albums in publishing, because that's the breakdown on selling 1 million records. But through streaming, you can do 1 billion or 1 million streams, you might get $1,000, because Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes don't know how to pay you because there's so many platforms and so much music going on there. But when you do a smart contract, now a smart contract is when you type into the Bitcoin, a decentralized ledger that, hey, my name is Ken Reek. I want to charge this much amount of money for my music, and this is how much usage you can have of the music. This is how much I own the music. Then a content user, a person who want to use your music, they would know, and they'd be able to see that through the Bitcoin exactly how much money, that you want for using your music, and exactly how much it's going to cost them, and how much they can have of that music. And then take, for example, Amazon Prime. Take, for example, Netflix. Well, if you got a DVD or you got a video or anything that you want to stream through through blockchain technology, you can upload, a registry to the blockchain technology, and it will create of that music or that video that you put up. And then when you put it up, once somebody on blockchain through Bitcoin purchase your or through library coin or culture coin, they purchase your information. They download to their hard drive, so they'll be able to stream it directly from their hard drive as opposed to streaming it through Netflix or any of the other streaming, Hulu, or whatever the hell you want to call it. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that is the advantage. So this is the new technology. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine that everything that you had, you could put an NFC tag on it. And people could just walk up and they could say, man, that's a cold shirt. Or you could put it on a painting and somebody could walk into a art gallery and they could just put their phone up there and it automatically links back to you. And through Bitcoin and through blockchain technology, they will be able to purchase your painting or your shoes or whatever you have. And the money will go directly to you. And see, the government has regulated that everybody who owns Bitcoin or own any type of cryptocurrency have to back it up with gold. So now cryptocurrency is being backed by gold or through sureties, through insurance. So that means that if you in Nigeria, $10 in Nigeria, because of the difference in our currency, it's 10,000 Nigerian money, right? So you got to have 10,000 Nigerian dollars in order to have one $10 American $10. So the reason why is because there's a lot of corruption in these third world countries, and what happens is the kings and the prime ministers, they steal the money and they deflate the economy. So in order for the company you got to put up so much money to value it. Okay, but with cryptocurrency, and cryptology, it changes because $10 in Nigeria in cryptocurrency is $10 in America. So therefore, you got a universal capital. You got a universal currency. And the good thing about cryptocurrency that a lot of people don't understand, it's like currency. So when you got if you got a Mexican $100 bill, if you want to transfer, you go down to what? The currency exchange, right?
Right.
And they switch it over. You go down to the airport and they switch over your currency. Well, you can cash in and cash out at any time. So you don't have to stay within the crypto universe. You can pull in and out as you please. But the unique thing about it is that the whole world in the next 20 or 30 years is going to be using this currency. And the only company, the only field or area that hasn't run the market or haven't built a platform is hip hop. So we're trying to do, my man Jay from Arkansas, we're trying to build, a hip hop platform where artists can go and put their information on this platform, and through NFC technology and through block technology and through cryptocurrency, they'll be able to make 100 times the money that they make. Like I said, so go back to what I was saying. So if you streaming your music, you're getting maybe if you with a publishing company, you go back to CDs and cassette tapes, you get maybe $46,000. But if you're doing blockchain, you're getting 100 to 200, and even if you're charging 50 cents for your music, you're getting $500,000 for a song to go platinum. You see the big difference? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So this technology is going to create more than this world has ever seen. And creative people with talent, which is pretty much what an artist is or a musician is, they're going to be the ones who reap the benefits from it. Once they understand this technology and they get with somebody like myself or Jay who can explain to them what NFC technology is, what blockchain technology is, because at the end of the day, the reason why we have banks, corporations, and government institutions is because we don't trust each other. Well, what blockchain do, it answers or it deals with our uncertainties towards each other. It allows us to do business with each other where we can't cheat one another. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
This technology is so, it is so astronomical and it's so beautiful that, if you don't trust me, it don't make a difference. Once you build a blockchain, you register music on that blockchain and somebody buy the music through Bitcoin, which is another form of, a blockchain is connected to blockchain also, then automatically, because of the way the system works, it automatically tell you that Ken Ivy is buying Little John's album. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And here's, how he into cryptocurrency. Here's how Little John upload his music. So that technology communicates with one another, and it allows us to, whatever. And like I said, once you write a smart contract, you could put your music anywhere on blockchain. And because you got a smart contract, that smart contract let everyone know exactly what you want for your music. So no one will ever be able to use your music and not pay you adequately what you worth. As opposed to the way the system is now, we don't know what Spotify is doing. We don't know what Amazon is doing. Man, I upload a video and I be like, man, this video got 200,000 and I had my advertisement on this video and I look at my sales, I might have got 1,000 sales. Can't be right. I just touched 200,000 people. That's less than 1.5%. I mean, at least I should, have at least some. But with crypto, with blockchain technology, I know exactly how many sales I got. But I can't know how many sales I got when I'm dealing with ACX or Apple.com or iTunes because they regulate.
Right.
And, you don't know exactly what's going on. And like I said, by the time they pass it to you, by the time the actual currency reach, it's been diluted. It's been watered down. It's been sliced and diced. But with blockchain technology, you deal directly with the consumer, and then it's got a way for the consumer to interact with other consumers. So say, for instance, if you have a fan and they want to buy your music, you can offer them incentives. Incentive is basically saying that if you purchase my music, and if you tell everybody on Instagram, all of your Instagram followers, all of your Facebook followers, that you bought my music via blockchain technology or via NFC technology or via cryptocurrency, then I would give you, I would award you a certain amount of Bitcoin or library coins, and then them coins you can come back, and if I give you my shirt is $300, and it takes to get $300, I offer you 2 coins. You don't have to give me 8 coins, 8 Bitcoins to get the shirt. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's why it's so. And then you know, it's like you can, you know, your blockchain. You know what I'm saying? If somebody, you know, if you register a song on blockchain, what happens is it goes into, like I said, a database, you know, that's similar to the internet. And once it goes into that database, what happens is that database communicates to the world that this song is available. So it don't make a difference if somebody in Bangkok or somebody in Hong Kong or the Philippines or whatever, wherever they at, or they could be in Russia. If they buy that music and they're going to buy it, it's going to register a blockchain. That blockchain is going to connect with your blockchain, and then every other blockchain that's connected with that blockchain will be based on the sales of that sales will be based on the smart contract that you initiated into the blockchain. So everybody will pay the same amount for your music and for your production, because Bitcoin and crypto technology allow a universal currency, which means that no dollar can be inflated. No dollar is more, worth more. You know, the dollar in Russia, the dollar in China is the same dollar in the United States if it's Bitcoin. And the technology, it communicates with anyone who go to Bitcoin or go to blockchain to purchase the music. You know, now if you go into iTunes, then that won't have no bearing on Bitcoin, of course. But if you're going through Bitcoin, then Bitcoin register everything. It's like, you know, that's why I said we don't trust each other, so it cuts away all the uncertainties. You know what I'm saying? Because if you register that music, then you know that if anybody purchased that music via Bitcoin or library coin or culture coin, then that music is immediately, you know, sent. Those coins are immediately sent to your account. You know, and you are immediately compensated for whatever intellectual property that you put out there.
Okay.
Nipsey Hussle kind of talked about it, but you know, it's really kind of cool, because when you think about it, man, you know, everything that we like, everything that we think that we want to emulate or imitate, we can just walk up to that person with NFC technology, and we can put that, you know, next to their NFC tag, and we can find out exactly where they got it from. No matter whether it's music or whatever, you know, like you got a book, you know, you could have a book, and the book, you know, and then another thing about NFC technology, say for instance, if you walking in a mall, in the stores, and they got the NFC tag, you know, or the QR code, you know, you can look at the QR code, which is going to be on the right side, left side, and the NFC tag going to be on the right side. You can just take your phone and you can put that up. It'll tell you where the shirt was manufactured. It'll tell you where you could purchase it. It'll tell you all the people that sell it, and it could be your shirt. Man, imagine that. You see what I'm saying? Imagine somebody say they go to the store clothes, but your NFC tag is posted right next to the shirt, and then the mall might be closed, but 10 blocks down the road, it tell you can go 10 blocks, and the shirt is available 10 blocks away. You know what I mean? That way you don't lose your consumer. You know, so consumer to retail don't lose the value. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, you know, another good thing about NFC technology, you know, say for instance, if somebody tried to sell you some Reeboks or some Jordans, all you got to do is use your NFC, your NFC technology. You could go and real Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Or anything that got a tag, that got an NFC tag. As long as it's got an NFC tag, you can use NFC technology. And all smartphones come with NFC technology, you know. So it's just a matter of going to your settings and hitting that button, and next thing you know, you can go to any place where you have an NFC tag. You can put that NFC technology next to it, and it takes exactly, you know, what's going on with that product. Now, from the standpoint, like, when I was telling Ice-T, me and him was talking about, I said, Ice-T, this would be beautiful for you because, you no longer need the publishing company. You no longer need, these different agencies. You know what I'm saying? Because usually you had to, like, if somebody wanted to play, they had to get a blanket, like, agreement from you, and they had to agree, to so many songs. Like, okay, here's a blanket agreement, here's 1 million songs, you could play this, you know what I'm saying? But you got to send so much money to publishing. Well, the way technology is now, that particular content user, that guy that owned the restaurant, he said, I only want to play old school. So if he only want to play old school, what he could do, he could just he could set up, a smart contracts with only people who have old school music, like your Maze, I want some Frankie Beverly and Maze and Frankie Beverly. I want what's his name? Teddy Pendergrass, Irving Gaye, James Brown. And that technology allow you to only pick that for your restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And then all those people that are the owners of that intellectual property who put that smart contract, they would get paid directly. Everybody listen to what I'm saying. If you're watching this video on YouTube, I want you to hit the bell, subscribe, and if you don't hit the bell, guess what? Share this video. This is so important. If you got a friend that do music, if you got a friend that make movies, if you got a friend that do audio books, please share this information with him. This should be shared all over Facebook, all over the internet, because no one is going to give it to you how I just gave it to you. And if you want to help your nephew or your cousin or your daughter or your son become a millionaire, share this game. Now, this is some game. You want some game from Pimpin' Ken or Professor Ken? This is the biggest game I'm ever going to give you. Make sure you share this video. If you don't share other video that I ever put out, share this video. I guarantee you that you're going to look around and your nephew, your uncles, and your cousins, and everybody going to become millionaires. You're going to be like, man, that OG Ken gave us that game.
Let me add this too, Ken. I know as soon as you come up with your own code, then you can start putting them on, either on your books or on the commercials that you do, so people can go direct and, get down.
Hey, I'm an ambassador for my man Jay. So, I'm going to be signing up a lot of rappers. I'm going to be signing up a lot of entertainers. I'm going to have my own platform on this site. I'm going to speak about it more in the future once they work on particulars. We got tech guys on this and everything. We got people from Silicon Valley working on this. I mean, this is a really big deal. You know what I mean? I'm not just talking. So we're going to allow other people to join our platform. They can submit. And if you take MySpace, it'd be like, not MySpace, but like Facebook. It'd be like Instagram. It'd be your profile. It'd be your music. You would be able to set the price and everything. It's just that, you would probably be on that platform, and it's going to probably be a premium charge for certain, specialized uses of the site, because everything going to have a little bit more level to it. It's going to be other levels to it, but, it'd be worth it, though. If you're making $1 million, you wouldn't mind paying somebody, $1,000 just to, or $5, $10, I don't know what the price is to be able to do this or do that. Right. So yes, I'm saying we created our own platform. I'm working with a team out of one of the guys, he's out of Atlanta, another guy's out of Arkansas. Then we got people in Silicon Valley that's working with us, and it's going to be a big thing. And it's going to be a big thing. It's going to be a big thing.
This is my book, The Art of Human Chess. It's a bestseller, New York best time seller. This book here sold millions, sold all over the world, all throughout the prison system. This is the book, The 48 Laws of Game Pimpology. Make sure you get these books. If you don't want to buy the hardcover, if you don't want to buy the paperback, then the best thing to do is go to iTunes on your cell phone and type in my name, Pimpin Ken, and I guarantee you the book will pop up. If they don't work, go to audible.com, type in my name. If they don't work, go to amazon.com, type in my name. Anywhere books are sold all over the country, you can get my books. These are my bestseller books. You hear people talk about them all the time on Instagram, on Snapchat. These are definitely some good reads. Please get my book. I guarantee you that you will never be the same. Your life will be impacted, and also your life will be enhanced just by getting these two books, The Art of Human Chess and the 48 laws of game, just like the 48 laws of power, just like the art of war.
Too cool to count 24/7.